your country and America and all that good stuff. So that's been drilled in grandmas and grandpas' heads for decades, is that savings bonds were patriotic. Now, bless grandma's heart, she didn't know any better. These are not good investments. Think about it. Go to the bank, give them $85, $88, let them hold on to your money. The United States government, you're giving the United States government a loan. Let them hold your money for 7 years. Here's $85. And then after 7 years, they give you 100 back. Hold my money for 7 years and I make $15. Bonds are not good investments. These bonds, these Series EE savings bonds, they were just seen as patriotic, a way to give the United States government a loan, and you're helping out America and stuff like that. So bonds like that are not good investments. There's another type of bond. There's corporate bonds and there's government bonds, and they're also called municipal bonds. Or there's also treasury bonds is another type. Let's focus on corporate bonds, okay? Let me show you how bonds work. All right, here's what I want you guys to do. I want you to take one finger, seriously do this. Take one finger, put it up in the air. Take your other finger, put it to the ground. And I want you to do this. I know you look stupid. Look, I'm doing it. I am out in public and my neighbors probably can see me out their windows or out on their patios laughing at me right now. I want you to do this little dance like this. There is an inverse relationship in bonds, okay? When interest rates go up, your bond becomes worth less. When interest rates go up, your bond becomes worth less. Let me show you visually how this works. Let's say that you bought this bond. Pearson Corp needed some money, and they were issuing bonds, and you were an investor and you bought $10,000 worth of Pearson Corp bonds at an interest rate of 5%. And you're locked in. You've got your bond in 2020, and you're holding your bond and they're paying you 5%, and you're holding your bond and they're paying you 5%. Let's say a year rolls around and interest rates around the world start going up, meaning banks are paying more, investors are paying more on bonds, and interest rates are starting to go up. And so now they're paying more on bonds. And now there's bonds floating around in the year 2021, and Pearson Corp's issuing bonds that are paying 8%. Okay? Now here you are over here, you bought this bond that's paying 5%, and then there's people out there that can now buy bonds a year or two later that are paying 8%. So does your bond become worth more or less when people out there can buy bonds that pay 8%, and then you try to sell your little bond for 5%? Is your bond worth more or less? Please say less. There's an inverse relationship. Interest rates go up, your bond becomes worth less. Okay? And in order to sell this, if you were to cash this in early and go and sell your bond, you would have to discount it. Because why? Nobody's going to buy your bond at 5% at full price when they can go out there and get bonds that pay more at 8%. That would be stupid. So in order to get rid of this, if you needed to cash it out, you would need to sell it at a discount. Okay? Now here's the inverse relationship coming into play. Let's say you bought this bond and interest rates started going down on bonds, and you're holding this one right here. And a year or two later, bonds that are issued start paying 5%. Okay? Interest rates have gone down. Your bond becomes worth more. You're able to sell this in the open market at a higher rate. Why? Because the bonds out there are making 5%. You've got a hot one that's paying 8%. So when interest rates go down, bond prices go up, your bond. When interest rates go up, your bond becomes worth less. That's the inverse relationship. Now, bonds historically have averaged 8%. So once again, this is not a great place to put your money because interest rates go up and down all the time. You saw the stock market. Okay, same thing happens with interest rates. So the bond prices fluctuate constantly. So it's a roller coaster. So I don't own any bonds. I don't own any investment bonds. I got rid of all my savings bonds. Thank you, Grandma. All that stuff. And I don't own any bonds. And like I said, 8% is not good. Okay. So historically, the bond market's average 8%. You don't want to buy bonds. Okay. They're not really liquid. The interest rates fluctuate, so they are kind of risky, and you don't make a great rate of return. 8% is not going to cut it for you guys. That in a nutshell, sorry, I know I talked quite a bit. That in a nutshell is kind of what we're talking about today. Now, what I want you to do today is I want you to open your books to page 167. I want you to log into Foundations Digital, and I want you to watch video 2.1. Okay, take notes like we normally do, answer the journal question. If any questions come up, please email me. If you want to know more about, hey, can you explain stocks again, or want to run something by me, or hey, my parents have CDs and they want to know more information why those are terrible places to put your, email me. Okay, I'm doing the best I can, and I know you guys are doing the best you can. I wish I could be in there with you to show you these things. You have your own computers in front of you and stuff like that. But we're going to do the best we can, and I'm giving you all that I can give you guys as best we can doing this digitally. Okay, so the next best way I can help you is if you have questions, email me. Okay, I hope that you guys are having a great day. Once again, everybody is safe and healthy. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and enjoy your day.